Do I bang this thing really hard or just like? We will call this special meeting of Akron City Council to order. Respectfully request Clerk Viviano please read the roll.
Bolden.
Aye.
Boys.
Aye.
Connor.
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
DeShazier. Fusco.
Aye.
Garrett. Hannah.
Aye.
Kamer. Lombardo.
Aye.
McKittrick.
Aye.
Amobian. Somerville. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. We have 4 items that are up for a public hearing this evening. I'd like to request that Clerk Viviano please read an item number 1.
Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, September 29th, 2025, during a special meeting to be held at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to place freestanding signs within the setback at 676 South Broadway Street. This notice was advertised in the Akron Beacon Journal on September 13th and posted on Akron City Council's website beginning September 9th.
Mr. Antonucci?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President, members of council. Cleveland Clinic Akron General is requesting permission to erect 3 destination ground signs within the setback. The main identification would be placed at the entrance at South Broadway, 1 foot from the right-of-way, would measure 4 feet in height by 8 feet in width for an area of 32 square feet, would be constructed of double-sided aluminum with internal illumination. The sign face will read Cleveland Clinic, Akron General in black lettering along with the hospital logo on a silver background. In addition to the identification sign, there will be 2 directional signs identifying the Cleveland Clinic, Akron General with logos and arrows. 1 sign containing 18 square feet in area will be situated at the corner of East Barges and South Main, 2 feet from the right-of-way. The other will contain 10 square feet of area and be placed at their South Main Street entrance, 6 feet from the right-of-way. Petitioner is correct in stating that the substantial building setback and wide right-of-way creates a challenge to provide adequately visible signage for this busy facility, particularly at the South Broadway and South Main Street entrances, and the proposed locations are a suitable solution, and Planning Staff and Planning Commission recommend approval, subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Antonucci. Will the clerk please swear in any individuals that wish to testify before the committee today?
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Council, my name is Tom Yankovich. I'm with Ellett Sign Company at 3041 East Waterloo Road, Akron, Ohio, 44312. We are asking for the 3 signs. This is a unique facility. It is on a very large parcel with 3 frontages and 3 entrances going into at each frontage. We are asking for a sign on Broadway. South Broadway Street has a very large right-of-way area, even though it's a 1-foot setback from the right-of-way. It's actually 41 feet from the curb of South Broadway. So that sign's a little bit larger. The signs on East Barges and on South Main are close to the right-of-way, but they also, as you're exiting the property, they're on the right-hand side, and it should not interfere with visibility because all the traffic on both those roads are coming from the left. We feel that it's a conservative size and height to provide identification and direction to people that need these medical services that may be there for emergency purposes or for first-time patients. But that is our request, and we're hoping for approval. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to testify before council referencing item number 1 on the agenda, 676 South Broadway Street, freestanding sign? Anyone else? We'll close the public hearing portion. The wishes of the committee will be to pull the committee first for a favorable report. Connor? Boys?
Aye.
Hannah? The committee's report is favorable, and we're asking for passage. Any comments? Just that I know this is supported by our planning department as well as the planning commission, and this is a big presence in the city of Akron, the hospital there. So we're requesting approval this evening. Is there any questions or comments? Hearing none. Ms. Viviano, roll call.
Bolden?
Aye.
Boys?
Aye.
Connor? Davis?
Aye.
Fusco?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Lombardo?
Aye.
McKittrick?
Aye.
Amobian.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 9-0.
Thank you. Item number 2.
Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, September 29th, 2025, during a special meeting to be held at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to establish a dual-use marijuana dispensary at 2010 East Waterloo Road. This notice was advertised in the Akron Beacon Journal on September 13th and posted on Akron City Council's website beginning September 9th.
Thank you. Mr. Antonucci?
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council. OTC Ohio is seeking permission to establish a dual-use marijuana dispensary at this location. The petitioner intends to completely renovate the interior and exterior of the 3,605 square foot, one-story building, a former drive-through, beverage drive-through. The building will contain areas for reception, sales, receiving, storage, and a vault. Exterior building materials will consist of concrete block, horizontal metal screening, and vertical standing seam metal panels. The color of the building will be a mix of white and light gray. Paved parking for 61 vehicles is available to the rear and both sides of the building. The dispensary will operate from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Petitioner anticipates hiring approximately 30 employees. The property is surrounded by UPD 6 zone commercial uses. The amount of parking spaces exceeds code requirements, and the property will be amply landscaped. Lighting and video surveillance, in addition to other state requirements for packaging and prohibited activities on the property, should mitigate any negative effects on the surrounding area. This proposed dispensary will be located along a heavily traveled commercial corridor and would be compatible with surrounding uses. And both planning staff and planning commission recommend approval, subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Antonucci. At this point, I'd like to request Sarah Biviano, please swear in any individuals that wish to testify before council.
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now open up the public hearing, and if you could please provide for us your name and address. Thank you.
Sure. Darcy Fankhauser, 554 North Chestnut, Ravenna, Ohio. I'm Darcy Fankhauser. I'm one of the owners of Supergood. As mentioned earlier today, this will be our second location in Ohio. We're very excited for this new location. Our staff couldn't be more enthusiastic. And we just really appreciate your guys' time reviewing our request.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to testify before the council? Anyone else? Close the public hearing portion. I'll now pull the committee for a favorable report. Connor? Aye. Boys?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
I just want to say that the planning department and the planning commission recommended approval. I don't know if there's any comments from anyone at this point. I do know that the ward council person, Mr. McKittrick, is in favor of this as well. And so with that, recommend approval this evening. Is there any other comments or questions at this point? Ms. Biviano, can you please call the roll?
Bolden?
Aye.
Boys?
Aye.
Connor? Davis?
Aye.
Fusco?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Lombardo?
Aye.
McKittrick?
Aye.
Amobian.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 9-0.
Thank you. Item number 3, please.
Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, September 29th, 2025, during a special meeting to be held at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to construct an oversized garage at 711 North Portage Path. This notice was advertised in the Akron Beacon Journal on September 13th and posted on Akron City Council's website beginning September 9th.
Mr. Antonucci?
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council. Joseph Scasio is seeking approval to construct an oversized garage on his residential property. The proposed garage will measure 24 feet in width, 84 feet in length, for 2,000 square feet of area with a height of 22 feet. The structure will be situated 280 feet back from the front property line and 5 feet from the side property line. Access will be from the existing drive to the side of the house. It will be constructed as a wood frame structure with a natural stone and stucco facade on 3 sides and vinyl siding along the back. The garage will have a total of 7 bays. The structure will have a gabled brown shingled roof to match the house. Gutters and downspouts will be tied into the ground for proper drainage. The proposed garage will provide for the personal storage of vehicles and household equipment and will add value to this property and neighborhood without imposing on neighbors. And planning staff and planning commission recommend approval subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you for your report. At this time, I'd like to ask Sarah Viviano to please swear in any individuals that wish to testify before the council.
Do we have anyone here that would like to speak on this item? No speakers, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll still open up the public hearing and ask if there's any questions or comments from the public. Anyone? No. We'll close the public hearing. And at this time, we'll pull the committee for a favorable report. Connor? Aye. Boyes?
Aye.
And Hannah?
Aye.
The report of the committee is favorable. Do know that the planning department and commission recommend approval. I know that Mr. Bolden had commented during the public hearing earlier today, so we are recommending approval this evening. Is there any other questions or comments from anyone? Hearing none, roll please.
Bolden?
Aye.
Boyes?
Aye.
Connor? Davis?
Aye.
Fusco?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Lombardo?
Aye.
McKittrick?
Aye.
Amobian?
Aye.
This ordinance passes 9-0.
Thank you. Item number 4, Sarah Biviano.
Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, September 29th, 2025, during a special meeting to be held at 5 p.m. Ordinance amending or supplementing Title 15 Land Usage, Chapter 153 Zoning Code, Article 1 General Provisions, Section 153.140 Definitions, Article 3 Classification of Uses, and Article 5 Accessory Uses in Residence Districts by adding definitions and development requirements on smoke shops, and Article 14 Conditional Uses, Section 153.464 Uses Permitted as Conditional Uses by eliminating vape shops and declaring an emergency. This notice was advertised in the Akron Beacon Journal on September 13th and posted on Akron City Council's website beginning September 9th.
Thank you, Sarah Biviano. Mike Antonucci.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President, members of council. The City of Akron is proposing to amend the zoning code to regulate smoke shops to be allowed in retail business U3 and commercial U4 use districts with adherence to specific spacing requirements. Licensing regulations are also proposed. Over the last few years, smoke shops selling nicotine, kratom, or cannabis hemp-derived products to be vaped or ingested by other means have proliferated throughout the city. The City of Akron is proposing this text change to the zoning code to reduce the number of smoke shops clustering near one another and near certain uses such as churches, schools, parks, and libraries. The zoning code is continuously updated to reflect modern developments. The city maintains that the continued proliferation of smoke shops encourages unhealthy activities with long-term consequences for individuals and the community. The products offered for sale are in many ways indistinguishable from the heavily state-regulated medical and recreational marijuana sales, and some establishments have blurred the lines between the two with intentionally confusing signage and advertising. Further, the oversaturation by clustering of smoke shops in areas of the city can lead to potential for retail blight and disinvestment as establishments compete with cluttered signage and crowd out other varieties of establishments. As such, all new smoke shops will be permitted in districts allowing retail uses, but will also be required to be licensed by the city. Also, they will be required to be located at least 1 mile from another smoke shop and be spaced at least 500 feet from a church, public library, public playground, public community center, public park, school, or community learning center. Smoke shops would be defined as any retail establishment of which 10% or more floor, shelf, storage, or display areas is used for the sale of smoke shop products, or any retail establishment that derives 25% or more of its revenue from the sale of smoke shop products. Smoke shop products are listed to include any product containing, made of, derived from, or containing any form of CBD, kratom, and/or hemp-derived or synthetic cannabinoid, including but not limited to Delta-8 or Delta-9 THC, and aerosolized or vaporized tobacco or nicotine, as well as electronic smoking devices and other accessories for ingestion of the products. Traditional tobacco products would be exempt. The planning staff is of the opinion that the proposed text changes regulating the spacing of new smoke shops, together with a licensing requirement, will over time guard against an oversaturation of these smoke shops while promoting a healthier, more diverse mix of establishments in our business districts. And both planning staff and planning commission recommend approval of the text change. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Antonucci. Sir Biviano, would you please swear in any individuals that may wish to testify before the council?
Is there anyone here that would like to speak on this item? Okay, thank you. No speakers.
Thank you very much. With that, we'll open up the public hearing, ask if there's any comments. Any comments? Hearing none. Close the public hearing portion. Pull the committee for time to refer this item. Connor? Aye. Boys?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Thank you. The wishes of the committee is to take time on this. Just to encourage council to please make sure you read this over, ask questions, and dive into it. As I don't know what the time frame is, but we're going to see a companion piece come in as well. If I understand correctly, 2 weeks? Next week. Oh, next week. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So there will be a companion piece coming in, perhaps even another one via resolution. Jan Davis, I see your hand was up.
Yes, I do have a question. So those smoke shops that are currently open that are essentially on Copley Road, 2 doors from each other, do they get grandfathered in or?
If they were in operation legally before the moratorium, essentially, that was brought up, and we also had some ordinances before, an ordinance before that on vape shops. If they were in operation legally, they are grandfathered in, essentially. They will need to be licensed, however.
That was going to be my
Yes.
next question. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Further questions or comments from anyone? Okay, yes, Linda Mobian.
You mentioned earlier today that there were some that opened while this was in a moratorium. Would they be subject to these new rules since they open without conferring with the city?
They'll be subject to being licensed, yeah, they'll need to be licensed.
They would have to follow the new guidelines, though?
Well, in terms of signage and everything else, yes, they would.
Okay. Okay.
Questions or comments? Mr. Gillian?
And one other thing about that, if they opened since, or, started business since the moratorium went into effect, and there's another smoke shop that is, legally operating, that is, close to where they are, then they might never get a license, right? Because they would be within that 1 mile spacing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Further questions or comments? Okay, very good. Hearing that, this special meeting of Akron City Council is adjourned, or motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against, very good, the ayes have it. We're adjourned.
This concludes the live broadcast of Akron City Council. Jeff Fusco, Vice President of Council, presiding. Council will meet in regular session at 6:30. Thank you.